In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, one God. Amen. I would like to talk to you in this lecture about some behavior which we have to do U-turn. Usually when this happened, I do this. No. Usually when this happened, I have to do U-turn from this behavior and go to another direction. Firstly, if we have troubles and tribulations and something bad happened for anyone, what is the first action you do? Someone died, someone got sickness, any trouble. Sometimes I got depressed, I got crying, wept. What is the usual reaction when any troubles or tribulation done? تعملوا ايه? Cry. Yes. And what else? Why the Lord allows me to do this? What I have done in my life? Why me? Why always me have these bad things? I think that God is never loving us more. Many questions. Usually when any catastrophe happens for anyone, but we have to do U-turn from this behavior. Simply why? Because we have to understand that under the heaven, everything have a certain time to be done. This is the rules. I must mind them by these rules. Under the heaven, every time has a certain time, perfect time to be done. If it is done before, it's not good. If it is done later on, also is not good. Second thing, that the Lord made everything good. Everything good. You focus? Everything good. Even the something you hate is good. You have to believe in this. If someone died, good. Someone survived, good. Everything, the Lord made everything good. I have to believe in this. Someone sick, good. Cured, good. We have many examples, but go to Joseph. You know Joseph? His brothers hated him, good. They sold him, good. Now he is tortured in the prison, good. All of this good, yes, and we understand at the end of the story, you know, the story of Joseph, we discovered at the end of the story that everything was good. Not everything is bad. So look to everything happening with you is not an accidentally, and it is good. It will end in good thing. Believe in this. When anything troubles, a tribulation you face, think that it have a certain time to be solved. It will not be solved very quick. Sometimes you pray and you need the problem solved. You solve the problem very soon. No, sometimes the Lord under the heaven say that for everything have a certain time to be done. Believe in this. Believe also that it is done for good for you. Even it's not good at the start of the story, but it will end good. Even it ends not good in the earth, but it will end good in the heavens. What happened for all the martyrs? They ended by the killed. The end in the earth was not good, but the end in the heaven is very good. They are martyrs. Believe also when you face any trouble that this is good for the eternity, or for the good for the heaven. This, from the view of the heaven, this is good. If you imagine the story of killing the babies in Jerusalem at the time when the Lord was at the earth, لما المسيح كان على الأرض وماتوا, it was good. The soldiers went to everywhere and they looked for the babies under 2 years and they killed them in front of their father and the mother. You look, this is good. At this time was not good. But if you go to them now at the heaven and do conversation with them, are you happy that you killed? Do you think what is the answer now? Yes, we are now martyrs and we are now in the heavens. We may at this time we say that it is catastrophe. But now we understand it's good. And now we are in the heaven, and not only in the heaven. If we lived or survived at this time, we may share in the crucifixion of the Lord. كان ممكن أو يكونوا صلبوا المسيح. And thanks to God that we killed. They understand after now they in heaven, They understand it was good. So believe in any trouble that it is good. Don't depress. Don't ask the Lord to kill you. Sometimes people, and if you go to Sweden, especially in Sweden, the first thing coming to mind is to commit suicide. I don't know why. But you have a lot of suicide. يعني تحت رعاية الورشية بتاعتنا أعلى نسبة انتحار. مش عايز أقول ليه يعني. ليه? Because any troubles, they think that they will get rid of these troubles once they kill himself. We have every now and then someone kill himself, especially in front of the trains. I don't know why. يعني معناها كاتاستروف انك ترمي نفسك من فوق in front of the train. وكل يوم العيال يقولوا انه trains يعني is obstructed عشان كان في واحد بيموت نفسه. حاجة عادية جدا. Usually 17, 19, 18, he loves someone and she leaves him and he won't say that I love you and something like that. أعتقد يعني ما حدش يعمل كده. بس you have to do U-turn from these thoughts. What we have to do, U-turn and do what? Don't depress. Don't ask the Lord to take you to the heaven, because you are not going to the heaven at this time if you finish your life by this way. Do U-turn and pray. The Lord himself said, if you are unhappy, please pray. Cry for me. Don't cry for anyone. Cry to the Lord. Save your problem by praying. Face your problem by praying. And we have a story. I heard this story from Amba Misael in Birmingham. He said it to Amba Bavli, Greece, and I listened to this story. At this time, there was a big problem for the Coptic people in Egypt, and Pope Kyrillus at this time, they went to him, saying that a big church, they give it to the big land, they give it to the church to be the cathedral. And after some time, the army forces came and they put many soldiers there. They went to the Pope Cyril, saying for him, I think that they will take the land again. He said, I will manage. And he entered his room in front of them, and loudly he was speaking. And then he get outside, and Abuna at this time said to him, thank you, Sayyidina. You have to call someone in the army or someone in the government. He said to him, no, I don't want, I was not talking to someone. I was praying to the Lord. I was talking with Mary Morros. فأبونا قال له ماري مرقص I think إنهم هياخدوا الأرض يعني. شكرا سيدنا. Well, they went outside. After a few hours, the army forces came again, and they take all the soldiers and everything, and they left the land. They went back to St. Cyril at this time. And when he saw the person who said this, he said to him, come to here. وقال له كده بالعربي. قال له إيه رأيك؟ قال له خلاص سيدنا خلاص. قال له بالعربي كده، احنا يا ابني ما بنتكلمش مع الناس الصغيرين، نتكلم مع الكبار. اما يكون عندنا مشكله نتكلم مع الكبير. انا ما اتكلمش واحد من الحكومه، اتكلم ماري مرقص. Do you understand? When you have a problem, we have St. George, we have all the saints in your church. We have the Lord himself, St. Mary. How to face our problem without them? Do you turn from crying? Do you turn from complaining, asking your life to be finished? And talk to the person who can help you. Who can help you? This is the first practical point I want to say. If you have problems, believe it is for good, or it will end for good. And face the problem by praying, not face the problem by crying and depression. Second thing, when you find some troubles or tribulations, you usually got mad at the other person, you shout, you raise your voice, angry. This is not good reaction, and usually end by more complications. Do you turn from this behavior, please? If you have a problem, don't shout, don't mad, don't be mad at anyone, don't be angry. You will lose. You will never gain. What you have to do is let yourself for some time to be calm again and think how to face the problem and pray and ask the Lord and Saint to help you, and then think what is the best solution and try to face the problem, not to shout and anger, because usually this reaction is wrong. I have a story that someone, he had a factory and a lot of workers in the factory, and he is the owner for this factory. He went in front of the workers and said, he looks for someone standing for the wall, look, واقف كده يبركن على الحيطة. He called him, what's your name? He said, my name is X. What is your salary in the month? He said, my salary in the month is 10,000 Egyptian pound at this time. He said to him, yes, take this 10,000 and go away. Go away in front of all the workers. He took 10,000 and went away. And he said in front of all the people, anyone is not working here, he will take his money and go away. Do you understand? Who are these guys? He asked the other one. He said to him, this is the worker, he just bring the pizza order. He's not working in the factory. It's done because he was angry and his reaction is to fire him. He's not working in the factory at all. He took 10,000 money and got out. So when you are angry, you usually do the wrong thing. Don't believe that when you are angry or you are mad at someone that you will behave the best behavior or you will solve your problem, you will make another problem. فاهمين عاوز أقول إيه؟ Do you turn from this behavior? Not to face any problem is to lower your voice. This is not solution. They may be more complicated. Do behavior also, do you turn from this behavior also when any trouble happened? That you think that you will face the problem by your mind and that's it. You need the mind of the Holy Bible, the mind of the saints. You need to think it in a Christian way, not by the wisdom of the world. There is a wisdom in the world and there is a wisdom in the church. The wisdom in the Holy Spirit will give you another wisdom. Don't think that you will face your problem by the wisdom of the world and that's it. Sometimes it's not enough. Sometimes the wisdom of the world is completely wrong. And sometimes our faith makes us do something against the wisdom of the world. But it's good. For example, when you العشور يعني إيه؟ when you give people some of your money, this make a blessing of your money. This is against the wisdom of the world. If you lose some money, this is not good. If you save it, your money will be more. But this is not good. So the wisdom of the world is not the best solution for any problem anytime. Sometimes you need another kind of wisdom. I will give you a story for the wisdom of the world, which is good, but not always good. There's a lady in Egypt and she was selling سمنة مش عارف يعني ايه. ايه اسمها ايه؟ Ghee, yeah. She putting the الجي دي على راسها كده وماشية. A very rich man, she asked her, what are you selling? She said, you can see. كله وقع على هدومه. قال نعم. You know how much this clothes? 1,000 Egyptian pound. You have to pay for me. قالت له I have no 1,000. You have to pay for me 1,000. وقعد يصرخ الناس جت. You have to pay for me 1,000. Eventually someone which having wisdom, he came. What's the problem? They said for him the story. He said, yeah, okay, you have, I will pay for you 1,000. He said, okay. And he paid 1,000 for the rich man. The rich man took the 1,000 and go away. He said, where you are going? I bought your clothes. Give me your clothes. قال له نعم. قال له I paid for your clothes. قال له yes. قال له give me the clothes. I bought it. قال له يعني همشي عريان في الشارع؟ قال له ماليش دعوة. I bought it. الناس قعدت تقول له في الآخر قال له خلاص take your 1,000. قال له no, I sell it for you for 1,000. If you want to make me get it again, it's 2,000. قال له لا. قال له انت حرامي. قال له يس. عجبك ولا مش عجبك؟ هات الهدوم. والناس قعدت تتكلم. في الاخر قال له خلاص اوكي take your money 1,000 ومشي. He faced the problem by wisdom, and they said this 1,000 is for this poor lady. Thank you. Sometimes you need wisdom to face a problem, not to shout and cry and asking for help. And usually if you ask the Lord to give you a wisdom, he will. In Saint Jacob في آية بس مش عارف بالإنجليزي تبقى ازاي. If you ask for wisdom, you will take. إن كان أحد تعوزه حكمة من الرب فليطلب. If someone needs wisdom, he will ask and he will get it. The only thing is sure, when you ask for wisdom, you will take. Sometimes you ask for anything, you will say the answer will be no or not now, but wisdom is okay. If you ask the Lord to give you wisdom, if you have any problem and you said, please give me wisdom, what I can do, I don't want to do something wrong, please help me, you will take wisdom. So this practical points is how to do you turn from some behavior. In troubles and tribulations, don't cry, don't ask the Lord to take your life, but asking for wisdom, pray to the Lord, pray to the saints. Don't be angry and take any kind of foolish, make the problem more complicated. Don't be angry and try to face the problem. Try to face the problem by the wisdom. Also in troubles and tribulations, if the Lord allow you these troubles and tribulations, he wants you to become more close to the Lord. Any troubles happening for anyone is by the permission of the Lord. Everything is under control. And he, if he allows you this kind and type and time of problem, he means that he needs you to come to him. I send you a problem to come to me. Don't take the problem and go away. This will make the heaviness of the problem or the burden in you much more worse. Come with the problem to the Lord. You send me this problem to come, so I will come. We have to read the Bible regularly and also study some verses to remind ourselves in some situation with this verse you read. Again, read the Bible regularly and highlight some verse and meditate these words. And at a certain kind of problem, this word is for you. This word will save you from think in your mind. Otherwise, you will take your wisdom from the word. Take the wisdom from the Bible verse. Your principles is going to be taken from the Bible and embedded in your mind deeply if you read the Bible regularly. The principles, our principles will be from the Bible. If your principles is taken from the neighbors, it will be very sad. It happened for me that someone was fighting with his wife and I am between them saying some word here and some word there. And I remember that at this time he said in Arabic, the Bible قال كده الكتاب المقدس ما غلطش لما قال ان هم ناقصات عقل ودين. قلت له yes, the Bible said this is in, I think this is in رومية 18. قال لي ايوه انا عارف الانجيل كويس. قلت له very good, I understand ان انت بتقرا الانجيل كويس خالص. عارفين ناقصات عقل ودين دي مش عندنا خالص. he understand that البرنسبلز جايبها منين؟ بيقول لك الكتاب المقدس ما غلطش. طبعا هو مش عارف حاجه في الكتاب المقدس خالص. He never read the Bible. Simply, if you don't read the Bible, you will jump to principles from the neighbors, principles from other religious, principles from your mother's principles, your grandfather principles, whatever, grandmother. هنجيب المبادئ منين إذا ما كنتش بتقرا الإنجيل؟ And if you read the Bible, this verse will be deeply embedded in your mind, and when you face the problem, this verse comes out to your mind, not the other verse from other religions, from other beliefs. The Bible's verse embedded deeply in your mind will come to your mind directly. This someone hate me. What I have to do? I have to punish him. The verse will come. No. So you turn from the bad behavior if you are reading the Bible regularly. Please do this. Please allow the verse to be deeply embedded in your mind. من فضلك خلي الآيات تبقى جوه قوي في مخك علشان هو هتنفعك في وقت مهم قوي. Do you turn from this behavior when you face the problem? Don't mad at anyone. Don't be angry. Ask for wisdom. Remind yourself with the verse of the Bible. Pray to the saints. Talk to the person who can help you, the saints and the Lord. Don't look for someone in the earth. Look for better one in the heaven. Ask the wisdom from the Bible, not the wisdom from the Lord. Don't behave that you are better than the other people. If you behave and always saying for yourself, I am better than the other, I understand much more, you will never be humble. You will never be accepting anyone. You always judging the other because you think that you are better. Please, no one know everything and everything. If you are better in something, they are better in another something. I am a bishop. This means that I am better for everything? No. Maybe better in something, but not better in something. Sometimes I ask for you how to do this. You are much better. Believe always that you are maybe better in something much more than the others, but everyone having something. Take a flower from everyone. Take the good thing from everyone, not the bad thing. Because you always think that for the only good thing in you and seeing the bad thing in the others. This is why you always behave that you are better and they are wrong, and they have to take your advice, and you are never be humble, or you will never accept anyone. You will always judge the other. Always believe that you are an ambassador. The Lord send you in a certain place to be an ambassador. عارفين يعني ايه سفير؟ يعني السفير بيتكلم اللغة بتاع بلده. He speaks the language for his original country. If you are an ambassador for UK, you must speak English. Your language must be English. If you lived in any country like Tanzania, مش عارف whatever, and you forgot your original languages, you will never be anymore an ambassador for your country. We are all an ambassador from the heaven. Everywhere. Your language must be different. مش ممكن اللغة بتاعتك هتكون زي ما الناس بتتكلم. اللغة بتاعتك must be humble, love, don't punish the enemy. This is our language, the heavenly languages. Always believe that you have to do U-turn from the languages of the world. The language of the world is how to save money, how to get more money. The language of the heaven, don't care about money. If you have £1, give half of them to the poor, and it is enough for you. The language of the heaven is completely different. Believe that you are an ambassador for the heaven in the earth. You are not talking the same language like the people think. You are thinking in different way. That's why the world hates us. Why the world hates us? Because you are always against. Always against. He loves money, you don't care about money. He loves the world, you hate the world. That's why you are not accepted anywhere, and you are an ambassador for the world. Ambassador for the heaven in the world. You have to understand that we have a lot of saints helping us. We are not alone in these troubles and tribulations. We are not alone. We have a story for Elijah in the Old Testament. I will end about this story. For example, at this time there was always fighting between Syria and Israel, and at this time Syria is got a lot of people from Israel as captures, and every time the Syria do attack for Israel, they find the Israel soldiers waiting for them, and قائد الجيش اسمه ايه؟ The commander said to his soldiers, who from you is always saying our time and our place which are going to attack the enemy? One of them always told them. They said to him, no one, but they have a saint man called Elisha, and this Elisha is a saint, and he knows from the Lord, and he said for them, he said, you mean that we are fighting not a country, we are fighting with a person? He said, yes. He took all the army forces at this time and surrounded the cell of Elisha. Elisha at this time was like a monk in a cell, and he have his disciple. His disciple went outside to get some water as usual, and they get back. He saw all the army forces surrounding the cell, and he get back to Elijah وقال له أعتقد إن إحنا ضعنا يعني. قال له ليه؟ قال له شوف الجيش ده شكله إيه؟ شوف الجيش. فإلايشا طلع قال له ياه. قال له أنت خايف؟ قال له يعني بيتهيألي. فاهمين ولا لأ؟ He said to him, يعني, are you still fear? Yeah. He prayed for him, and he said, the Lord, please open his eyes to see. When his eyes was opened, he found a lot of saints and a lot of angels carrying swords. A lot, thousands of thousands. He said, what is this? He said, this is the angels fighting with us. At this time he said, no, don't worry about these army forces surrounding us. I will never care. All this angel is with us, was okay. قال له كل ده معانا؟ قال له خلاص بقى مش مهم. Always remind yourself that in any problem you face, you are not alone. You are not alone. You are supported by a lot of prayers, a lot of angels, a lot of saints. So do you turn from crying and from bad behaviors and believe that you are supported. I think this is enough, and we can continue if any questions with empathy.